Welcome! I'm Elizabeth Harper. I'm thrilled that you could join me on numerologist.com. I'm here with this month's crystal messages. So this month, it is July, the 7th month. So that number 7, I love 7. It's a balance of the male and female, 3 female, 4 male. So there's a balancing energy already with this month. When you add it to the 5-year, then you get 12. And 12, 12 months in a year, 12 disciples, although there may have been 13, right? That energy of 12, that vibration of 12 can be a completion, can be a sort of completion. When you look at the tarot, the number 12 is the Hanged Man, so it's looking at things from a different perspective, maybe letting go. So that energy of 12 being completion is also letting go and maybe moving into a new vibration, new energy. You ready for that? When you add 1 and 2 together, it's 3. And 3, I just love 3. The vibration of abundance, the pregnant woman, that sense of pregnant woman. And then there's an openness that says, so expansion that's possible. So lots of things coming in for us in July. Expansion, letting go, moving into a next step, balancing, lots of wonderful energy. So what I'd love for you to do is invite the crystal kingdom into your vibration, into your energy. And invite your intuition to guide you to crystal 1, 2, or 3. A crystal that has a message for you for the month ahead. All right, you ready? Okay. So the first crystal that came out of my bag is this piece of gemmy rhodochrosite. And it's, usually with rhodochrosite you get these layers, but with the gemmy ones there's so much more translucency and of course not quite so many layers there. So I feel with this that it's saying you've done pink. Of course, pink is the color of love. You've done a lot of work on yourself. You've already done a lot of healing, especially around love. What was interesting to me was that when this came out of the bag, it looked like a heart. When you look at this and look at the other side of it, you see there's this little, it's almost like a little scar there, a little mark. And it feels as if, again, that you've done a lot of work and that scar is still there, that wound is still there, but you're starting to integrate it into your being. So the heart energy, love, compassion, working with the inner child, because that is very much a strong component of working with rhodochrosite, the inner child. It feels like that is the theme for your month ahead, lots of love. So if we think of it from the perspective of the number 12 as well, maybe it's about letting go of old love, letting go of the unloved self, or letting go of any moments or experiences or people who didn't show us the respect and love that is most deserved. So this month, focus on the energy of love. Focus as well on healing that wound, on healing the wounds that are within your heart. And this doesn't have to be a physical thing. It's very much on an emotional energy level. So what wounds might be there at this moment? What comes to mind as a wound, especially around the inner child? And the inner child doesn't have to be when you were small as a child. That inner child is within you all the time. It's that vulnerable part of yourself. When did you feel most vulnerable? When did you feel attacked? And I feel that this rhodochrosite is saying, okay, so let's clear that out the way, because it's not your truth anymore. It doesn't have to be your truth. That now it's time to embrace the energy of love and know that those wounds are there as experience, that it's something that helps you with your next step and helps you to stop moving in that same direction that you were going in before that wasn't healthy. It helps you to move in a direction that is much more healthy, much more loving, compassionate, sympathetic, respectful as well. I feel with this, because it's gemmy, there's a a sense of preciousness that's there. So it's almost as if you are coming to this place over this month of understanding how precious you are and how precious life is. And even though you may have been wounded and it may have been difficult and there's been challenges, that it's okay, that those are a part of who you are. It's almost a sense of this is how you learn what you're capable of doing. This is how you learn your strength. And I feel that this gemminess is just saying, remember the preciousness of your life and the blessings that are in your life. Okay, I feel that's it, that energy. Oh, I love that. It's just a feeling, just looks like a heart, a sense of a heart. What was interesting was that came out first. Then number two, you get sodalite, and an actual heart came out. So I felt like it was a message of continuum, sort of it's almost a heart and now it is a heart. So there's a sense of building with this and building over this month. So it may be for all of us, it's about building, maybe rebuilding as well. And coming to this place of the heart, coming to this place of what is it you love? What do you want to bring into your life that is filled with love? So with sodalite, this is very much about your intuition, about your ability to communicate beyond the physical, a connection to telepathy, connection to mediumistic gifts, a sense of connection to your guides and angels. Or maybe, especially now with technology, and we talk about intuition and talk about that beyond our physical, that it could be a connection to the internet as well, that you are making friends, that you are connecting to your community online. And that community, especially with sodalite, could be very much linked in with your intuitive gifts, your spiritual living, etc. I feel with this, as I look at it, it's such a beautiful blue. There's a feeling of peace that comes from it. And the peace is, what's coming into my head is knowing that you've done a job well, that it's a job well done. So whatever it is you've just done, whatever you've been working on, however far you've come, whatever you've let go of, and whatever decisions you've made, then there's a sense of, okay, you've done a great job, and now you're moving into that next step. On the other side of this is a lot more white. So I feel that the message with that is that there's planning to be done over this month for the coming year and beyond. And that sense of planning, because of this blue, sodalite can connect with your throat chakra and your third eye, that blue vibration. Both of those are very much about focus on creativity, focusing on creating a visual plan, focus on creating it's also in sound as well, expressing yourself, able to express what it is you most desire and want, what your heart most wants. So we feel that there are plans that are going to be made over this month that aren't just about this month, that they are beyond this time. And a feeling that, I get this feeling of children. I get this feeling of children, family, etc. There's almost a sense of these are going to be important, but it may not be that you're around them. Because again, there's that metaphysical vibe that comes in with this. So it may be that you are still distanced and, that connection is online. I feel like there's one more thing with this as I'm kind of tuning into it and feeling into it. I feel like in your dreams, because this is connected with the spirit and with the intuition, feels like in your dreams you're going to get visitations. And there's such a high vibration that's coming into your dream state. So messages are coming through. Notice your dreams. Take notice of your dreams, because there are beautiful messages, guidance, maybe downloads in your dreams. And I feel like it's time now to be more aware of that, consciously aware of it. All right, there's a lot going on with that crystal, isn't there? All right, number 3, our final crystal is this piece of moss agate. I don't know if can you see that through that? I don't know if you can see through it with the light, but this is really pretty. It's very pretty. It's very mossy in the center of it. Moss agate, you know, again, when this came out of the bag, I thought, isn't that interesting, because of the heart vibe that's been coming through, and then moss agate with that green, it's still the energy of the heart. So there is a feeling that this month is very much heart based, that it's going to be a focus on what you love, who you are, loving yourself, loving others, relationships, etc. It's going to be very much focused on that. But with this particular stone, there may be a focus on love for the earth, love for the environment. It might be that you start thinking more about the plants that you could put into your garden. It could be that you're thinking more about hugging trees, or about what's happening to the earth globally. There's also, you know, with moss agate, there is a connection to the fairies, the fairy realm, to the elementals. So at this time, it could be that you are connecting more with nature. There is desire to connect more with nature, not just externally out walking in nature. It could also be that desire to bring more of nature into your home, into your body, into your life. So you may find yourself eating more salads, or a desire to garden, maybe to create a garden, or to be out in the garden and do some gardening. And I feel that that fairy energy is going to be very strongly around you. And you know, fairies come in, there's magic that's in the air, but there's also kind of mischievous as well. So notice if things start going missing in your home. Just, you know, all of a sudden something, it was right there and then it's gone. So that could be that fairy energy. If that's the case, if you feel intuitively that it's the fairy energy that's around you, then let them know that you know that it's them, and it's okay, and you'd be good about them bringing back whatever it is they've taken. They don't take to take, they just take to play. There is also a sense of health with this as well, and a feeling that you may have been feeling a bit groggy, and this isn't the same for everybody. You know, just take the message that feels right for you. But I'm getting some grogginess as I feel this stone, and there's almost again this sense of needing to open your lungs up and take in some fresh air. That's the sense. It almost looks like a lung, sense of a lung. So taking in fresh air is going to support you and maybe clear that grogginess. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to subscribe to the channel, watch the next video now, and click the link in my bio. I have a wonderful course that will help you to connect with your light. I'll see you next month with another crystal message video. Bye for now.